Good evening, Viking Nation, and welcome to another edition of Lady Viking Basketball here on Viking Sports Network. Tonight, a district matchup against the Eastside Lady Panthers. You got Colby Canales here, no Jack Diekman, no Coach Ball, but I do have our very own executive producer, Riley Caller, on the call with me tonight. And should be a good district matchup for the Lady Vikings. 1-1 in district, loss against Legacy Ranch, coming off a big win against the Northeast Raiders, 74-1 on Tuesday. A great showing from your Lady Vikings as they'll get the ball to start off. Sailor Stamos with a deep three off the rim. And it will go out of bounds. And it will stay Lady Vikings ball. I want to thank Bennett Walker for running the camera up top. Inbound from Sailor Stamos into Mia Kinslow's hands. Sydney Moser to Sailor in the corner for three. Puts it through and gets the scoring started here. 3-0 Lady Vikings. Hands in there early. Ball floating around. Sailor Stamos will pick it up. Finds Piper Olsen in the corner from the same spot for three. Doesn't go. Gets her own rebound. Heads up top. Finds Sydney Moser in the other corner. Short corner to Mia Kinslow. Across Sailor Stamos. Ellie Helton in the same corner for three. And that one goes through. Two straight three-pointers for your Lady Vikings to start this game off. And we'll have a foul on Sailor Stamos. In the corner, Sydney Moser gets the steal, knocks it away. Goes out of bounds off of Lady Panthers' hand and will be Lady Vikings ball. Sailor Stamos bringing it across. Ellie Helton. Mia Kinzo in the paint, puts it up off the glass for two. Makes it 8-0.
It's got to be one of the quickest starts we've seen for these Lady Vikings in a while.
Definitely a travel on Piper Olsen. It'll be turned over. Lady Vikings without a couple players tonight. No Scotty Stamos and no Lila Colbert, two of their normal starters. Sailor Stamos gets the steal, gets knocked away. Gets her hand in there again. Sydney Moser trying to go for another one. Ellie Helton gets her hand in there. And we'll have a foul on Ellie Helton, her first of the game. Not the first time you're going to hear that tonight. And that ball will go out of bounds near the Lady Vikings bench and be turned over to your Lady Vikings. Piper Olsen to Mia Kinzo in the corner, drives in, back up to Olsen. Kinzo for another two. Finds its way out, gets her own rebound, goes off the glass, doesn't go. Sailor Stamos able to hop on it, goes for the three, gets blocked. And we'll have a whistle. And it'll be heading the other way. Piper Olsen staying with her. Ellie Helton on her two, knocks it down. And we'll have a foul on Ellie Helton once again. Already at two.
Working our way to 5.
Like she always does. Only had two last game, she said. The entirety of the game. And she's already got two in the first quarter.
I mean, 2 in a game for her is pretty impressive.
It's very great. It's very good. 4 in a game for her is impressive.
Got to ask her if she was feeling well that day.
Definitely was. I mean, Lady Vikings in general were feeling very well.
Yeah.
Scored 74 points.
Fair point.
Stamos over to Moser at the wing. Helton in the corner, finds Piper Olson. Wide open, Sailor Stamos, short corner, goes up for it, gets it knocked away. Not a lot of movement. Ball comes out finally. Piper Olson still down here. Tripped up. Sydney Moser, wide open layup for the easy two there. We'll have a whistle as there's an injured player on the court. As we'll take a brief break here. Under 5 minutes to go. Score is 10-0 in favor of your Lady Vikings. And we are back after a quick break. 10-0 in favor of your Lady Vikings. Under 5 minutes to go here in the first. Same starting five for your Lady Vikings will be out on the court. Couple JV girls for your Lady Vikings getting pulled up today since JV did get the off day, and with the injuries to Lila Colbert and Scotty Stamos. Jolie Moser, Peyton Bird, and Brinkley Gold being pulled up to varsity. Piper Olson trips over there, and she starts laughing about it. I guess that was pretty funny. Layup rings around and will go in as Eastside will have their first 2 points of the game. Easy layup for them. Moser in the corner. Other corner, Piper Olson. Long pass to Sailor Stamos. Sydney Moser trying to find Mia Kinzo in the paint. Pass won't connect. Sydney Moser almost gets a hand in there. And Sailor had hand on it as she stepped out of bounds. It will stay Lady Panthers ball. Piper Olson with a steal. Stamos with it up top. 4 minutes to go. Sydney Moser. Piper Olson takes the wide open three at the wing and puts it through. $11-point lead for your Lady Vikings. That ball goes out of bounds, and it will be turned back over to your Lady Vikings. Stamos with it up top, very trustworthy. Puts up shots like no other. Stamos goes up for it. Left hand doesn't go, gets her own rebound. Finds the corner. Piper Olson from the same spot for three. And that one's good. Raining down threes here in Lago Vista, and there's a foul. And that foul will be called on Piper Olson. Sydney Moser up top to defend. Stamos gets wrapped up, and we'll have a jump ball, and it will be Lady Vikings with the basketball. 3 minutes left in the first, 14-point lead. Ellie Helton in the corner. Thought about the three. Finds Olsen at the key. And Sailor Stamos is fouled going up for the shot. She'll have a couple coming her way. First one goes through. Second one finds its way to the bottom also. Sailor Stamos, a couple nice pointers there. 16-point lead there. Sydney Moser gets a steal. Piper Olsen, short corner jumper. Just a little too much. Ellie Helton kick out to Sydney Moser, goes up for the three, doesn't go. Rebounded by Mia Kinslow. Off her hands, out of bounds, and it will be sent the other way. Eastside ball. And there's a foul underneath. Sydney Moser going up for the shot. Sailor Stamos to inbound. Kaylee Keister in the game, taking out Ellie Helton with 2 fouls on her. Definitely going to be keeping track of that. Mia Kinslow drives into the paint and gets fouled going up for the shot. Elbow right to the face. I think her contact came out.
Huh.
That's amazing. You see something new every day.
Yeah.
Kinslow's first free throw finds its way in. Second free throw. That doesn't go in. Rebounded by the defense. Sailor Stamos goes up for the shot, doesn't go in. Ball rolls out of bounds, and it will be Lady Panthers ball. Keister getting her hands up. Sailor Stamos knocking it away almost. Keister to defend, and there will be a foul on her.
Now the Lady Panthers are in double bonus.
Gosh, we have that many fouls already.
Yeah. More points equals more fouls, I guess.
Guess so. They correlate.
Most points that I've seen in the first quarter of a Lady Vikings basketball game in a
Hot minute.
hot minute.
Hot minute. First free throw goes up. Bounces a couple times, doesn't come down.
Do have to give a lot of credit to Sailor Stamos for getting a lot of these points for these Lady Vikings on the board today.
A lot of them have come from threes, too.
Yeah. It's not even her second full week back playing after about a month off due to injury. Came back on the 29th in the Johnson City tournament.
Yeah.
Kind of played a little limited, but got more game time as that tournament went on.
Lane violation from Eastside. Yeah, you can see that knee sleeve on her left knee. Still producing at a very high level for these Lady Vikings since she's been back, and there will be a travel called on Kaylee Keister. Sydney Moser gets it out of bounds. With how many double bonuses we see in this gym, I think this is the first one I've seen in the first quarter.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Usually you see it at the end of each half. Never see it at the end of the first quarter. And Mia Kinslow will be called for the foul there. That's her first.
Not even at the end of the first quarter. Over a minute left.
Yeah, there's over a minute left, and there's 6 fouls on the Lady Vikings. First free throw. Goes up and off the glass. Second one misses. Stamos with it up top. Under a minute left in the first. Keister in the corner, back up to Sydney Moser. Other corner, Piper Olsen drives in. Skip to Mia Kinslow, can't get on it. And it'll be taken away. Shot goes off the rim. And Sailor Stamos unable to save it. Lady Arredondo checking into the game. Mia Kinslow coming out. Moser knocks it up. Gets the takeaway. Spin move, jump shot. Doesn't go. And it'll be a foul on Lady Arredondo underneath. Going for the Kobe fadeaway. Ellie Helton going to the scorer's table, going to check back in here. First shot goes through. Sailor Stamos going to check out of the game for the first time today, get a little rest. Already quite a few points for her. Points have been pretty spread out, considering, which is very good considering we have 19. Very spread out throughout these starting 5. Moser playing point guard now that Sailor's out. Corner, Kaylee Keister drives in. Goes up for the layup and puts it through. 18-point lead, under 5 seconds now. No pass, and it will go out of bounds near the Eastside bench. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. Score of 21-3 in favor of your Lago Vista Vikings. We'll take a quick break here, and we'll be back for the second quarter. Coming out of that minute break, score is 21-3 in favor of your Lady Vikings. Starting the second quarter, second 8 minutes of this first half. Lady Panthers ended that half in double bonus. Try and not get there this second quarter. Eastside will start off with the ball, bringing it to the other side of the court. Olsen gets a hand in there. Now Helton looking for her third foul.
Yeah.
Ball ends up in her hands. Can't foul when it's in your hands. I mean, I guess you can. Long pass to Sydney Moser. She goes up for two. Little too much on it. Got a little too excited there. Moser with her arms out, taking it away. Kaylee Keister. And a jump ball. And it will be Lady Vikings basketball.
Eastside gets the ball.
Gets turned over. Floater taken away by Kaylee Keister, racing down. Piper Olsen near the east side bench. Finds Keister in the paint, goes up for two, and she has 4 today. 20-point lead for your Lady Vikings. Ellie Helton standing there, trying to get her to make a move. And we have a timeout taken by Eastside. Down 20, your Lady Vikings dropping it through the net non-stop tonight so far, and we're not even through 2 quarters. Score is 23-3, a 20-point lead for your Lady Vikings. We'll take a quick break here. Back after that timeout, 23-3, Lady Vikings lead. Eastside will have the ball. Moser to defend, already knocked one up to herself.
Nope, nope.
Arredondo and Helton there. And we have a travel called on the Lady Panthers. Be turned over. Ellie Helton heads to the end line. 6.5 minutes left. Hands it off to Sydney Moser. Goes up left-handed and one. Sydney Moser goes up left-handed layup. Has a chance at a 3-point play. 3 Lady Vikings checking in. 2 of them you've already seen. Molly Roberts, the other one, checking in for Lainey Arredondo. Sailor Stamos staying at the scores table, going to check out for Sydney Moser once she's done shooting this free throw. And she misses it. And I don't think one of the officials knew that it was an and one. Only one free throw shot goes there. Sailor Stamos coming in for Sydney Moser. Sydney was excited. She thought she was going to get another chance to do it. Gets that excitement ripped away from her. Mia Kinslow not able to get the steal. Sailor Stamos gets it instead. Long pass. Lady Panther gets a hand on it. Goes out of bounds. Stamos to inbound. Dish to Mia Kinslow, puts it off the glass for an easy 2. 27-3. Mishandled, able to hop back on it. Kinslow hands on a defender, forces her to travel, and it's turned over to the Lady Vikings. Lady Vikings forced a lot of turnovers.
Yeah.
Molly Roberts on the sideline. Hands it off to Sailor Stamos. Finds an open lane. Kaylee Keister, wide open three. Just short. Molly Roberts there to rebound. Gets it knocked away from her. Piper Olsen, ball rolling around, able to hop back on it. Molly Roberts in the paint, unable to get a shot off. Kaylee Keister instead does for three. That doesn't go. Ends up in Molly Roberts' hands off the glass, and she has 2 on her name tonight. Keister gets the steal, easy 2. 28-point lead. And that is slapped out of bounds. Sailor Stamos to inbound, floats it up. Mia Kinslow beyond the arc, hands it off. Stamos through the lane, goes up with the right hand, doesn't go, and she'll be fouled. And heads to the line. Stamos' first shot. Finds its way to the bottom. Her third free throw of the game. Second one goes through. Drive into the lane, goes up, right hand, left side. Their first points since the first quarter. Four and a half minutes in the first half to go. Molly Roberts, Piper Olsen, wide open three from the corner. Decides she wants the top of the backboard instead. And Mia Kinslow coming out. Never mind. Disregard that statement. Piper Olsen gets fouled on the shot, so she has 3 free throw shots coming. Sydney Moser at the scorer's table, gonna check in. Piper Olsen's first free throw. Bounces off the rim, does not go in. Second shot goes up and down. Sub for the Lady Panthers. Third one doesn't. Olsen hops back on it, drives in, kicks out to Molly Roberts, short corner, misses a shot, and we'll have another foul underneath. Kaylee Keister fouled going up for the ball. It will stay Lady Vikings ball. At the baseline, Sydney Moser checking in for Piper Olsen. 29-point lead for the Lago Vista Vikings. Stamos to inbound. Bounce to Kaylee Keister underneath. Not able to get the shot off. Finds Mia Kinslow. Molly Roberts in the corner for 3. Off the rim. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will be going the other way. Eastside ball.
Do have to say, this is still 4 more points than the Lady Vikings saw on Tuesday.
On Tuesday. Did only allow 1 on Tuesday, which no matter who you're playing is very impressive.
Yeah.
you're more than likely to allow 0. But 1 free throw decides to go in.
Yeah.
Makes no sense to me. Kinslow getting her hands on, and she'll be called for a foul. That's her second of the game. Who fouls out first, Mia Kinslow or Ellie Helton?
Ooh.
That's our new game tonight.
Honestly,
They're both at 2. Ellie Helton's been on the bench for a little bit.
I think I'll go
Because
Mia Kinslow.
because knowing her, she's going to foul a lot more when she's in.
It's a fair point.
Knocked up in the air. Knocked down by Sydney Moser. Goes out of bounds, and it will stay. Eastside ball. Pass goes over the line. Hits the official. Molly Roberts hands it off. Sailor Stamos under 3 minutes in the first half. Lady Vikings up 29. Kinslow thought about this 3. Steps up for the short corner and drains it. 31 point lead, actually. Kinslow gets a hand in there. Lady Panther able to stick with it. Kinslow flops to try and draw a foul. Doesn't get there. Now 36-7. Molly Roberts at the wing. Up top, Mia Kinslow under 2 minutes. Moser drives in, bounce. Molly Roberts in the corner, finds Sailor Stamos up top. Keister drives in, kick out. Sydney Moser short corner. Mia Kinslow takes the 3, knocks it through. Kinslow adds on to her scoring today. Moser gets the steal. Pass on the run. Sailor Stamos. Fadeaway jumper and trying to look like Kobe doesn't work. Keister for the 3. Doesn't go in. Ball rolling around. Keister ends up back with it. Molly Roberts steps behind the arc. I think she wants the 3. And the pass to nobody goes out of bounds. I think she tried the Magic Johnson no-look pass. Did not work. 0 for 2 on NBA player tryouts today.
I will say it already appears like we are running the clock for this game.
Wow. You know what? Whatever. Coach Hill's over there doing his thing. Doesn't matter. All right. Under 40 seconds now. 32-point lead. And that pass will go out of bounds. And be going the other way. 30, 29, 28. It's still running. One more shot. Why not throw up another Kobe Bryant?
Yeah, might as well, right?
Gonna go behind the backboard, might as well. Keister drives in from the corner. 13 seconds, 12, 11. Stamos deep 3, and that one goes right through. And that shot off the backboard will not happen. Lady Vikings up 35 points, 42-7 is your score going into halftime, and we will see you in the second half. And welcome back to Lady Viking basketball here on Viking Sports Network. Your Lady Vikings leading this one 42-7 against the Austin Eastside Lady Panthers. Tuesday night, Lady Vikings scored 74 points. Already on track to beat that.
Yeah, we'll see.
Already on track to beat that, and that's amazing. We're going to see how many points we score tonight, how many fouls Ellie Helton and Mia Kinsel have by the end of the night. Both have 2 right now. Ellie Helton sat a lot of the first half after having 2. So we're going to see a lot of different things tonight. And along with that, of course, a win for your Lady Vikings.
Yeah.
Well, we'll start off with the Lady Panthers. Piper Olsen up top. The starting 5 for your Lady Vikings are out. And Sydney Moser gets the steal immediately. And we're just back on track for 75. Road to 75 starts now.
Yeah, road to 75.
Make it 44. On track for 84 points tonight. That is a lot of points in high school basketball.
It is a very large.
And ball gets kicked around, a foul. And that's going to be on Sydney Moser, her second. So now we have a 3-way race between Ellie Helton, Sydney Moser, and Mia Kinsel. Who fouls out first? We'll find out eventually.
I will say 84 points is 49 less than Auburn was able to score on the Texas women's basketball team last night.
That is true. That is very true. And Eastside will have their first couple points of this half. They'll go to 9. Stamos gets it across the line. I think Coach K wants to beat 74. Score as many points as possible. That's the name of the game. Score more than the other team.
Score more than the other team.
And you win. Windmill from Ellie Helton. Sydney Moser goes up with the left hand. She is fouled. Also has a chance for a 3-point play. Her second chance of the night. I'm the smart one here. I brought food up here, and Riley didn't.
Yeah, I know.
I don't plan on giving you any either, so don't
Didn't
ask.
ask for any. But
I know. I'm just telling you not to ask eventually, so please don't. Sydney Moser heads to the line for one shot. Misses it. And now because of that, we won't hit 74.
I still think we will, but
I think so too.
with such
Olsen and Stamos get their hands in there.
with such a large lead, we can get pretty creative with what we want to do here. Try some things that maybe.
That shot goes up, misses right into Sydney Moser's hands. Long pass to the Eastside Lady Panthers. Piper Olsen laughing at herself.
She seems to do that a lot.
Yeah, she does. She does that quite a bit.
Every time I watch.
5.5 left to go in the third. Moser wanted the steal, doesn't get it. Floater into the paint. Shot goes up off the glass. On the floor, rolling around, picked up by the Lady Panthers. And that'll be turned over. Piper Olsen takes the 3, 49. Lead grows from 30 to 40 in the span of 10 game time minutes. Moser slaps it a little bit, not enough. Moser ends up on it. Long pass, Mia Kinslow splits the defenders, goes up right hand. Little too much on it, slaps the window because she's mad she just missed a layup. Piper Olsen, okay, she's fixing her shoe as she's on the court. You see something every day, like I said. Sailor Stamos gets the steal. Mia Kinslow, right hand, wants a foul. Doesn't get it. Stamos goes up for the 2 instead.
Lee's already now 42 points. Just need 24 more points to get to that 75 number.
Moser trying to get there. Stops on her own. Puts up the 2.
Scratch that. Now 22
Make
points.
that 22. Oh, yeah, we need 22 points. I was wondering where you were going at. I thought you were talking about the lead. No, we have a 44-point lead. That's a lot of points. That's a lot of points. It took me a bit to do math. Mia Kinslow gets the steal. Sydney Moser. That is Sailor Stamos. Piper Olsen under the paint. Puts it up for 2. $46.
46. There we go. We can do math.
Yes, we can. Not our strong suit here at Viking Sports Network.
Let's speak for ourselves.
All right, whatever. And ball rolling around. Moser slaps it away, gets the rebound. Sydney Moser having a great game for the Lady Vikings tonight. 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter.
That clock running is going a lot quicker.
That's what's making me think we're not going to hit 74.
Yeah. It's fair
I think that's the only thing stopping us, other than ourselves. Piper Olsen gets the steal. Almost goes in after she is clotheslined.
Just want to give you a reminder, if you're enjoying this broadcast and want to catch any more, make sure to follow us on our social media pages. That is at LV_VSN on Instagram. Then on Facebook, just search Viking Sports Network, and you should be able to find us. Then on YouTube, subscribe to this channel. It's at LVHSVSN.
Where you're at right now.
Make sure to join us every Tuesday and Friday during January and most of February, as we'll be bringing you more Viking and Lady Viking basketball. As baseball season starts ramping up, we should be getting some baseball and softball, also track.
Yes, we should. Big time for spring sports here in Lago Vista. Those 2 free throws for Piper Olsen will go in. 57-9 now. 48-point lead. I completely forgot there was a college football game tonight.
There is a college football game
Indiana,
tonight.
Oregon. I am getting word, pick 6, first play of the game. Indiana's up 7-0.
That is something. I don't even know if Indiana can be stopped at this
I
point.
know they definitely can't. Piper Olsen wide open, goes up left-handed, and finds it now a 50-point lead. 30-50 in the span of 15 game time minutes. That is amazing. We love high school basketball. A lot of points scored. A lot of shots go in.
No matter the opponent, it's still pretty impressive.
Very much. A lot of points is a lot of points. It's still hard to make a shot.
Yeah.
50-point lead. Minute left in the third. Stamos. Keister up top to defend. She has a couple points to her name tonight. Sailor Stamos gets the steal under a minute left. Goes up without looking off the corner of the backboard. Sydney Moser gets her hand in there. Ends up back in Sailor's hands. Keister, Helton, Piper Olsen, Sydney Moser, corner pump fakes the 3. Dish to Keister in the paint, and she'll be fouled and head to the line. Oh, they are not running the clock right now.
Yeah, it looks like we are stopping the clock for free throw attempts at least. Just want to invite anyone who is looking for any opportunity to work with Viking Sports Network, feel free to shoot us an email, vsn@lvisd.com. Any opportunity you feel Viking Sports Network can benefit you or your company, let us know. Also, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or ways we can make our broadcast better, also shoot us an email. Once again, vsn@lvisd.com.
Keister's first free throw goes in. Second one doesn't. Olsen gets the steal. Lady Vikings get the ball back. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Piper Olsen Dish to Keister. Kick out. Sydney Moser for three. Knocks it through. 54-point lead. Under 10 seconds in the third quarter to go. Lady Vikings 7 times as much points as the Eastside Lady Panthers, and we will end this third quarter with a score of 63-9 in favor of your Lago Vista Lady Vikings. We'll come back for the fourth quarter.
On their phones over there.
Coming out of the third quarter, heading into the fourth, a 21-2 third quarter. Lady Vikings now up 63-9. Last 8 minutes here against the Lady Panthers. We'd like to give a special shout out to VSN's very own Thomas Franco, our replay guy during football season. Never joins us for basketball for some reason, but we still love him. It is his birthday today.
It is.
I don't know how old he is. Probably 17, since we're all in the same grade, and all turn the same age this year.
I would
but
assume so.
Want to wish him a happy, happy birthday. And that's about it. Ellie Helton on the sideline gives it off, and she looks at the camera because she hears me say her name. Never saying your name again, Ellie. Helton. Moser drives in from the short corner, off the glass. That shot misses, gets her own rebound, gets fouled, and has another opportunity for a three-point play.
Just 10 more points to beat that number we got on Tuesday. It appears we are running the clock for these free throws.
Moser's first free throw goes through. 66-9 now. A lot of points. Lots and lots of points. Stamos gets a hand on it, and it goes out of bounds. Sydney Moser coming out after about 20% of the Lady Vikings points tonight. Probably won't be seeing much of her. Piper Olsen gets a hand in there. And she will be called with a foul.
The one thing I'm kind of wondering is how we're keeping most of our starters in for a lot of this second half, even with the lead being so high.
I'm not the person to ask. The person to ask is squatting near his own bench because he has coached a phenomenal game tonight. Coach K. Love that tan line. Piper Olsen, jump ball after spinning away. And it will be Lady Panthers ball. Clock is running.
But it did stop for a second.
I honestly don't think anybody knows the clock is running.
I don't think anyone cares anymore, to be honest.
Nobody's really pointed it out. Shot goes up off the glass. Ellie Helton with the rebound. Sailor Stamos, quarterback, deep pass. Piper Olsen, dish to Mia Kinzo for the assist and the 2 points for Mia Kinzo there, 68-9.
Perfect execution right there.
Needs 6 more points to tie, 7 to beat. the total from Tuesday. 5.5 minutes left to do it. Definitely possible. Ellie Hilton, I thought she was going to get called for a blocking foul there. Another long pass. Mia Kinslow.
Almost didn't get that ball.
Yeah, almost didn't get it. Gets her own rebound, though. Shot does not go in. Ball rolling around. Piper Olsen does a push-up. Gets back up. Still laughing, of course.
Yeah, at this point, though, you got to have a little fun, right?
That's what I'm saying. Throw it. And that'll be a foul. 68-9, a 59-point lead for the Lady Vikings. A lot of points.
Pretty impressive.
Very.
We are almost getting up there to the lead. Once again, not to make fun of the Auburn women's basketball team, but Texas had
That's exactly
over
what we're
60
doing, in
points
case you haven't realized.
In case you haven't realized.
That is exactly what we're doing. Riley keeps up with a lot more UT sports than I do.
Yeah, I put a Longhorns fan on the mic. I at least need one sport that we're doing good in. Definitely not the men.
Football team came out with a win on the Citrus Bowl.
Yeah, it's third 10-win season in a row.
It's tough to do. That's tough to do in the college football. Both free throws miss. Sailor Stamos with it up top. 4 minutes left. Mia Kinslow goes to her left, kicks it out. Ellie Helton, Molly Roberts thought about the three, doesn't go for it. Kaylee Keister up top now. Sailor Stamos, Molly Roberts puts up the three. That doesn't go, and it goes over the backboard and will be sent the other way. Knocked out by Keister, and it will stay Lady Vikings. Sorry, Lady Panthers ball. I don't know what just fell. Riley does have the football game on. What is the score, Big Dog?
Score is still 7-0
Okay.
in favor of the Hoosiers, but Oregon does have the ball.
Hoosiers. Yeah, they had the ball last time, too.
Indiana 17.
They had the ball when Indiana scored, too.
It's a fair point.
But they're in Indiana territory. We're calling both games. 3 minutes left in this one. And there will be a foul on Ellie Helton. That's her third. And all the JV players are getting in now. Cheerleaders are getting excited because a couple cheerleaders are getting in. Your Lady Viking cheerleaders heading to Fort Worth next Friday to compete for yet another state title. Got knocked off last year, but looking to start their run once again. New group. After 4 straight, being the runner-up last year, they've definitely got a chip on their shoulder coming into this competition. Won every single competition they've been in so far, and they've been in 3.
Yeah.
A lot of the JV players coming in. Brinkley Gold, Peyton Bird, Lainey Arredondo, a cheerleader, and Jolie Moser, also a cheerleader. That's 4 cheerleaders that just came in. One of them on varsity. Molly Roberts also staying in the game. Under 3 minutes left. Free throw misses. Jolie Moser ends up with the ball. Molly Roberts. One of them's got to take a shot. Jolie Moser. If one of them makes a shot, this place is going insane.
Yeah.
Specifically those cheerleaders with pom-poms over there. 2.5 minutes. Molly Roberts gets it knocked out of her hands.
Question now that one might ask is, will the Lady Panthers get to double digits? They've sat at 9 points all quarter.
That is true.
Yet to score.
That is very true. Now Brinkley Gold, under 2 minutes. Molly Roberts up top. I don't think Molly wants to take away from the cheerleaders, especially the JV players.
Score update on Indiana, Oregon. Oregon just got a touchdown.
So it's 6-7 right now.
They also got the extra point.
7-7.
7-7.
Lainey Arredondo. Don't think we're going to hit 74 tonight here, folks. So this is a loss now. And it'll be a foul. Never mind. It will be a backcourt violation.
After bouncing off Molly Roberts' foot.
And it'll be Lady Panthers ball. Under a minute almost left to go. Our clock is wrong. This clock stopped. Peyton Bird, and she is called for a travel. Her plant foot moved quite a bit. She's surprised. Nobody else is, because everybody else saw it.
Yeah.
Jolie Moser wanted the steal, and there's a backcourt violation. 45 seconds, so now Coach Hill stops the clock. I don't know why you're running the clock anymore, Riley, on the scorebook. Just turn the clock off, big dog.
That's a fair point.
35 seconds left. And Lenny Arredondo's fouled there. 30 seconds left. 68-9. Can we put up a 70 burger?
2 more points needed. Under 30 seconds.
Overhand pass from Brinkley. Ends up back in her hands. Jolie Moser goes up for the 3. Off the rim. 12 seconds left. And it'll be a foul on Jolie Moser. Still 7-7 in that football game. Scoring doesn't happen that quick, I promise you.
Not as quick as basketball.
Definitely not. That shot somehow goes in, and yes, the Lady Panthers do break double digits today. 11 points now. She'll head to the line, and the Lady Panthers are also in double bonus.
I mean,
what a surprise. Shot misses. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and a whistle, of course, because we can never end the game whenever it's close. Brinkley goal just a little too much pressure. Doesn't go up for the shot. And your Lady Vikings will come out with another big district win. Score is 68-11. Could not break the 70 burger. We are extremely upset now. But still, nonetheless, a great game from your Lady Vikings. This is Riley Cowler and Colby Canales signing off. We'll see you on Tuesday for some Viking basketball against the Travis Rebels. Good night.